Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Dr. D's. We are back with another video. So today we are on the test server and I'm going to do a little video on my main man Beezlebub. So Beezlebub is one of those heroes that some people was saying he's not that good, he's just okay. Other people were saying he's really good. Let's get down to the bottom of it because I'm not really going to test him against like, you know, Beezlebub against Dolores, Beezlebub against Constance. What I want to do is show you guys his true potential with the cultist team. He is an absolute booty clapping machine when it comes to a cultist team. I'm telling you right now, this guy is the man, the myth, the legend. For Gear Raid 1 and Gear Dungeon 1, he is very, very good. And on top of that, he's got a very nice range. I wanted to point out this range before we jump into his kit. Here, hang on. How do I get in there? Right here. Boom. Look at that range. That is a nasty range. That's something that Dolores and Constance both don't have. And that's why he's also very, very good when it comes to Gear Raid 1. Because now you can eliminate the second platform and you can lay down ground units and he'll catch everybody. You don't have to use, like me personally, I had a strategy where I used Constance for Magda and then I used Dolores for all the other units like Zaris or whoever I'm using on that one platform, right? But I had to get double the inspiration because they couldn't reach everybody. With my main man Beezlebubs, he reaches everybody and it makes for a good day. I really like him. I like Beezlebub. I'm glad I pulled him on my main account and my free to play. I just don't have the skill shards. That's the reason why I'm doing it on the free to play, because I don't have the skill shards to fully max him out. So I figured it would be a better video on the test server because now I can really, you know, give a full display of him, right? So the artifact I'm using is actually going to be Tear of Twilight. It's the same as his exclusive. I fully upgraded his exclusive, but honestly, we don't really care about this extra damage because his damage is very mid. He does a decent amount of damage, but it's not going to be anything comparable to an actual DPS booty clapping unit, right? But he brings a lot more to the table. So he is part of the cultist faction. The cultist faction on the Lord skill, you need to have a slow, any sort of CCs, right? Slow, freeze, stun, anything like that in order to get the damage increase or attack increase or whatever it is, right? So the fact that my main man Beezlebub actually brings that to the table because he does these putrid flies, they basically just do damage, right? He's kind of got the plague thing going on, but he inflicts slow. That's the one thing that I really like about his kit. And also he gravitates everything towards its center. So he's just doing CCs for days. This guy's an absolute beast and it really goes well with a cultist team. Very overpowered when it comes to a cultist team. I mean, this guy is an absolute, he's a stub muffin, guys. I really like him. I'm not gonna lie. I really like him, but do I need him? If I didn't complete Gear Raid 1 or Gear Dungeon 1, sure, I could definitely use him because he would get me over the hump. But I've already completed them. Honestly, I don't need that many heroes. I'm already in the end game, right? But he will help out a lot of you guys out there. And even if you do have Dolores or you have Constance, he can get those hard to reach places with his range, right? So his whole kit revolves around these putrid flies. They're doing damage and slow. He applies slow. Then the main thing is he does inspiration, applies 50% inspiration, which is very nice, which is another reason why you want to focus on his attack. The bad thing is with his attack, it's one of the lowest attacks in the whole entire game. 2,307. It gets a little better when you get him to A2. When you get him to A2, he gets attack plus 300, makes it a lot nicer, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to put him on full display without getting him to A2 because I wanted to be a little more realistic, right? If you did pull Beezlebub, you probably don't have him to A2, right? So here, let's see. Let me go over here. Okay, I'll show you guys how I have him built. He's got Soulbound Arcana. We also have him in Warlord. Honestly, you could just build him and just straight attack, broken set, stuff like that. I'm just on test server, so I was actually testing out his damage. His damage is just okay. Like I said, it's not going to be anything that's going to hard carry your account, but his kit as a whole will definitely do that. Then let's see, am I forgetting something? So he also applies the vulnerability magic damage, which is very nice. I mean, it only applies 10%, but it's still vulnerability magic damage nonetheless, which means that your magic damage booty clappers are going to clap that much harder. Very good kit, especially for the cultist faction. And then the last thing I wanted to touch bases on was the way he looks, right? I always say that this game kills it with the aesthetics, the design of the heroes, right? I'm not really a big fan of his design, I'm not gonna lie. He's got like the helmet thing, kind of a long neck, but you know, he's like a undead character with 4 arms that lays out the plague. I mean, pretty cool overall, I guess, but the design wise, I'm not a huge fan personally, but you guys can let me know in the comments if you guys are. So let's go ahead and put him on full display. Let's do Gear Raid 1 first. I'll show you guys how it's done in Gear Raid 1, and then we'll hop over to Gear Dungeon 1. So with Gear Raid 1, I'm actually using a Bezu's Lord skill just to show you guys what it's all about. And I am not going to be using any anti-heal because we don't need it. We got the booty clapping team right here. I actually tested it out with Dolores and I could not finish this stage. So that's why Dolores was in there, and that's why Beezlebub is so good for this. Really, really good for this. So let's go ahead and start it. All right. Get prepared. All right. Get prepared to be a little amazed right here. I was actually very impressed. I'm not going to lie. So we're going to start with Dahlia. Lay Dahlia out. Then let's go ahead and lay out my main man, Beezlebubs. All right. Let's go ahead and change the 2-time. We're going to let them come out. We're going to let them do their thing. And we're going to lay out, let's see, right about now. Let's go ahead and lay out Zaris. And then once everyone comes in, we're just going to pop all their ultimates. Boom, boom, boom. And watch this. He pulls everything in, demolishes everything, guys. I mean, pretty amazing, right? We don't need no anti-heal when we have this strategy right here. Let's go ahead and lay down Elwyn. Then let's lay down Iona. So I just threw Eris in here to give you guys an example. If we put Eris right here, he's going to be reaching the boss as well. But the good thing is, Beezlebub can reach him. That's why I'm telling you right now, that's why he is so legit for this stage. He can reach the ground units. So we don't even need this platform over here because he can reach everybody. You can, if you guys need more DPS, guess what? Throw another hero right here, throw another one right beside on both sides, and it's going to make for a good day. I mean, I really like his range. Honestly, if it wasn't for his range, he definitely wouldn't be as viable. But the range makes it nasty. It makes it really nice, and I'm digging it. I'm digging it. All right. So now we're going to wait for them to start coming in. Then we're just going to absolutely obliterate everything right here. Okay, here they all come. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. Pulls them all in so we could go ahead and clap some cheeks. Let's go. Tell me not. Pretty amazing, right? I mean, he's got the slows. He pulls them in when he does the ultimate, and he's doing excuse me, he's doing inspiration. Then on top of that, he's also applying magic damage vulnerability, which makes it really nice. Okay, so we're going to do this one more time, and then we're going to withdraw my Zaris. Honestly, I should have probably used Volca. If I would have thrown Volca in here, it would have been a little bit better, but it's all good. We're good. We're good. Let's go ahead and pop all these. Let's go ahead and pop Elwyn's ultimate as well. Keep them alive a little bit. I mean, look at that. That is just beautiful right there. Just absolutely killing everything. Here, hang on. Where is my mouse? There it is. Okay, so now we're going to... Ah, shoot. Iona died. Gosh, dang it. That's okay. We're going to withdraw him anyway. We should still be able to beat it, I think. Iona normally doesn't die, but I should have honestly laid out the wood elf. That was my mistake. So I'm just going to pop all these one more time right here. Boom, boom, boom. And then once Zaris comes down, we're just going to go ahead and just start obliterating everything. Okay, and here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the show. All right, boom, 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 and boom. And that is what we like to call the Booty Clapper 3000. Let's go. All thanks to Beezlebub. I mean, he makes this stage so much easier. He really does. He just makes it so very easy. It's not even funny. And especially if you could do a good cultist team. Like, I'm even using a Bizu's Lord skill. I was originally using Morgan's Lord skill. And I did it without Aris, or Eris, however you want to pronounce his name. But without the legendary Lord skill, I needed an extra hero, which is why you guys see Eris in here. And then we go to the damage. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Still not bad. I mean, I do have him in a pretty good set. You want to focus on his attack. That's honestly the main thing you want to focus on. Attack all the way. Only unless you want him to do a little bit of damage, maybe a crit rate at 100%, you know, just the essentials, right? But you want to make sure you focus that attack and make sure you could get it as high as you can. But he just does amazing things with a cultist team, as you guys can see. And I'm going to put him on full display in Gear Dungeon 1, or yeah, Gear Dungeon 1 as well. Okay, let's go ahead and hop into that actually. So what makes him so good for Gear Dungeon 1 is not only is he replacing my Dolores, right? But I'm also using a cultist team. So the reason why this is so good is, let me explain here. I'm just going to go ahead and start it. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, now let me show you the reason why Beezlebub is just, he's the beast for this. He is an absolute beast. Let me start laying people out first. So let's go ahead and do my boy Artemis. Let's change to 2-time. Okay. Let me go ahead and lay out Vienna right here. I'll do Hollow last. Okay, so keep in mind with my original strategy, because this is the same strategy I used on my main account. Well, similar, right? The bottom half is the same though. With this strategy, if we was using Dolores, we're not getting any crowd controls unless you're using Wacher as your tank, because Wacher does have freeze. But with the cultist faction, in order to enjoy that 20% buff, you're going to need to have a crowd control. That's what Beezlebub does. He slows them down, gravitates them towards the middle. Even if you're not using a cultist team, not only is he applying the inspiration, but he's also going to be making it to where they're slowing down. Just makes it really nice, guys. It really does. He's a beast for this stage. An absolute monster. Okay. Here, let's... Oh, shoot. Why do I have it on 2-time? Go ahead and hit Artemis. Let's go ahead and hit that. Dang, you know what? Let me just go ahead and lay out Baron right here. Oh, heck no. Did Olog really die? Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? My goodness, that is embarrassing. Okay, he normally doesn't die right there, but RNG, right? Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wow, that is ridiculous, dude. Now I'm not going to be able to... Oh my god. Nobody has their ultimate yet. Let me see if I could just hit this. Come on, get there, get there, get there. Boom. Nope. Oh. Okay, well they died, so he can hold those 4. At least. Let's see if I can hit this and hit this. This is a little sloppy, but we're going to make do with what we got. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, we're kind of we're kind of just revising the strategy, but as long as it works, right? Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good. Boom. Let me go ahead and lay down Olog. Nice, nice. We revised the strategy, but it is working nonetheless. Oh, shoot. Gosh, dang it. Okay, let me do that. Let me do that. Let me do that. Bam. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, looking good, looking good. What do? We improvise. This is not the way it's supposed to be ran, but I think we're going to get it down nonetheless. Okay. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Now we're going to hit Artemis. We're going to hit my main man Beezlebubs. And what Beezlebub's going to do, he's going to slow him down. Also, Vierna's got Soulbound Arcana on, so she's going to clap a lot harder. Let's go. You see how he's slowing him down right here? You know, giving my Vierna enough time to blam. Let's go. Oh, goodness. Get it up. Get it up. Come on. Get there. So now I'm going to hit Artemis right here. Oh, no. What? Oh, okay. There it is. Then let me go ahead and lay down Laurel. Let me withdraw Laurel. And then let me lay down Baron. And that is a strategy that is going to work. Let's go. Boom. Man, Eris is such a beast. You have to have him at A1, but once you get him to A1, man, just the ultimate. Oh, shoot. Are you kidding me, bro? You've got to be kidding me. How does Olog keep dying? Did I take the gear off of him? Like, what's going on? Gosh dang it. Here, let me just hit Vierna. Hopefully kill him. Oh my god, I didn't kill them all. That's okay. You guys get the gist, right? That basically is what we would have done. I don't know why Olog keeps dying. But yeah, I think we're good. So let me show you guys the stats. I mean, of course, Vierna is going to lead the charge, but even Beezlebub, he did a decent amount of damage at 9 million. Makes it really nice. And I have no clue why. Dude, I've ran this like 4 times yesterday. I actually made a video on this yesterday, but I didn't like the video, so I redid the whole thing. And Olog did not die one single time, so I don't know if I changed something on him or what happened, but nonetheless, this was the strategy. And, you know, hey, 9 million damage from Beezlebub, a guy that does inspiration, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. He's also applying a good amount of CCs. I'm impressed. I like Beezlebub. I'm glad I pulled him. I think I could do some really nice things with them. Well, I already showed you guys the really nice things you could do with them, but even, I don't know, even stages like Guild Boss 2, at least you don't have to worry too much about where you have everyone placed, because he could basically reach everybody, right? So what are your guys' thoughts? Do you guys think Beezlebub is a very good hero? Do you think he's very bad? I don't think there's any scenario where he's going to be very bad, but there are scenarios where you could be like, I don't need him, I have Dolores, or whatever the case might be. But let's not compare their inspiration, because yes, Dolores inspiration could be a little bit better, but at the same time, Dolores doesn't have any CCs, she doesn't do any damage, well, very minimal damage, and they're just two completely different heroes, and he's got a completely different range. I personally, I like him. I think he's a good hero, kind of situational. But there are going to be plenty of instances where I'm going to need him, so I'm definitely going to make sure I fully skill him on my main account. But looking forward to hearing your guys' comments. You guys hit me up. You guys have a great rest of your night, and thank you for making it to the end.